Back to the Tracie Trendy Show, my lovelies. It's another day, it's another dollar, and it's another low down dirt of life after lockup, my loves. First on the docket is Bianca and Daniel. Now, I understand this. Daniel has been out of jail 3 days, out of prison, 3 days, and Bianca, in her infinite wisdom, wants a wedding yesterday. And she lays down the law, okay? And best believe she's going to get what she wants. She's going to get it. Even though he's talking big time about that coffin situation, and she's a little ticked off about that, best believe when she says, I don't like you raising your voice to me, because it's going to be over. He made a 180 move, 180, and they're still together today. And they moved into a new place. Who knows? She looks a little thicker now. Some people suspect she might be preggers. Who knows? Who knows? But I know he's going to use Bianca till there's no more usation, no more money, and then he's gonna bounce. Because I don't see any of them having a job. It's all lovey-dovey right now because there's no stresses. No stress. But wait till money runs dry. Okay? But she admitted, according to the cousin, that she has a drinking problem. She's not changing. And if he was really secure and really want that sobriety, he wouldn't be hanging with her. But he has options that he chose her over. It tells me that he's going to use her until there's no money. And if he gets hooked back on something, well, that's on his damn fault. I'm not really feeling sorry for Daniel at all. All right. But anyway, they did have a rough start. And instead of, kind of Daniel, like, you know what, I'm gonna bounce, okay? 3 days, three strikes you out. No, because he does not have to get a job. He can lay up in that house, kind of have some rules, just don't raise your voice, and he's good. And to this day, they're still together. And I just think that like what I thought before. He's gonna use her until there's no more money. He's gonna get, three hots in the cots and a little sex, and that's about it. Then when the money dries up, we won't be seeing these people as a couple. Best believe. Moving on to Joey and Kim. I am tired of these women looking for bridal gowns. Why? This is the third time she's been bridal gown shopping. And she takes her cousin, who's Tatum, that's her cousin's name, and she takes her, even though she is her fiance's ex-girlfriend. And Kim is technically married. And we all knew that as the audience, but Jody doesn't know that. So I'm like, why are you trying to push this wedding and have these engagement parties when you know your butt is married? And she brings up that old Lacey and Chwan storyline about who's the daddy. Oh, this kid's been passed off as this guy's daddy, but now that I got a new man in my life, let's see if he's the daddy. Because as I said, I don't think Kim wants to push out a new baby because Joy wants a biological child, and she's like, let's just see, let's roll this dice. And she's not checking that email for a reason. So, and Joey without a job, he doesn't need any kids, and no new babies. So anyway, Joey and Kim are still together, and Kim has lost a lot of weight. Ozempic. That's all I got to say. Moving on to Teeny and Rob. Now, Rob's been out of prison for 6 weeks, and it's he's doing some tarp and supply company. That's what's written under his name. And his little side gig is not bringing all the money that they need to support the family. And he asked Teeny, we got to watch our spending. If you're going to spend over $100, you got to consult with me. And he kind of blows his top and he tells her that she is going to have to find a job. Now, she's taken back by that because she got a little, kind of comfortable not working. But now he's like, nope, we're going to need to have a double income. And she says, fine, I'll get a job in 2 weeks. And, in the meantime, why don't you get rid of that tattoo? Now, all I have to say is, Teeny, that's going to cost more money to get rid of a tattoo. So you're just going to have to live with it because getting rid of a tattoo in 2 weeks is not going to help your financial situation. That's all I'm saying. But moving on to Louie and Mel. Now, Louie asked Mel's dad for permission. He's being all good and he gets it. And I thought before that, I'm like, Louis, Mel's dad has lost a lot of weight, and she mentions it. And I'm like, Mel, why don't you take your dad to the doctor? He has no wife, and usually single men at that age, they kind of pass away without having a wife. The studies show that. So I'm like, she needs to step in and find out what's going on with her father's health. I'm just saying, because there's a reason why he's losing a lot of weight. But anyway, anyhow, Louis gets the ring. He gets the permission from her dad. And Mel, as always, she is on cue with being pissed off. She ain't happy unless she's pissed off. And now she's pissed off that Louis is working too much and not seeing her. At one point, he didn't have a job, and that was pissing her off. And now that he has jobs, because he needs jobs to afford the income that she wants him to bring in. Because one of his jobs is not going to do it because he doesn't make a lot of money in his due to his being a felon. She chose the felon, and he's got to take many gigs to make a decent income. So she says that their time together is being sacrificed, and there's not enough time for her. And she's really upset that he's training women. I'm like, pick your poison, okay? Either let the not have a job or have a job. Which one is it? Because he wanted to work at the pizzeria, and you see that wasn't any money. So then he decided to make some more money, keep the pizza job, and now she's still upset. Okay, and I guess she's having a hard time dealing with reality that he's not in prison, so he doesn't have all the time in the world to devote to her. It's reality. He's got to work, she's got to work, and sometimes their long times get interrupted. So be it. Now, moving on to Britt and Key Rock. Now, they have been out, well, Key Rock has been out at least for 9 months. And he's good to go to Texas, but they're arguing back and forth. Not really having a discussion, and she wants him to go to Texas because he can make money. And right now, they're dipping in their savings too much. And he is wondering what will they have to do for money instead of dipping in their savings. And he because he doesn't have any plans on going to Texas. And, but all they do is spend money. She's got the nails, all this stuff. So anyway, Key Rock comes up with the idea of eloping. So Britt can come to Texas because under this, they're hoping, due to the stipulation, that department has Brittany's name on it, and then when they get married, they are family. So they're trying to go under that clause. So that's what they're betting. So elopement it is. But why does it mean that Britt must run to a bridal shop to get an elopement dress when neither has a job? I mean, this is not her wedding, that's her dream wedding. And so just get a dress out your closet and call it a day. So, and I don't know what the Brit, her friend, talking about keys controlling and all that. She must have been reading a lot of the forums, but I think it's a good idea just to elope at this time. They don't have the money for a wedding, and they want to be together, so it might work. And I think the friend should be understanding due to the circumstances, because right now they're living in Coffee's house, and Coffee's apartment is full of stuff. So they're making ends the way they can make ends. But yes, I do believe Key Rock need to go on to Texas, get a job, and make some real money because all they're doing is spending. And this chick Britt with these $500 nails is just a little too much. Now Justine and Mike. Now I know this is some scripted stuff because these people aren't thinking ahead. They go to the lawyer's office. Doesn't seem like something they would do because they were told to do this initially and they didn't. But anyway, they go, they discuss a will in case things go south during the pregnancy and or delivery. Mike bolts out when he learns that Justine wants her 19-year-old daughter, Kylie, to take care of her sons up over the husband. And he feels disrespected as a father. And I'm just wondering why she's not considering her mother as a guardian. Why put all this baggage on Kylie? She didn't have kids. She wasn't a teen mom like you were. So why are you making her have that burden? She's trying to live her best life, and she's not trying to pick up the slack over your dumb decisions. I'm just saying. Now, you know, my loves, at this time of the show, we talk about the winners, we talk about the losers. Last week, we had our first time ever, and we had the non-cons winning. Are we going to have a repeat? Well, let's look at that. Bianca and Daniel. When Bianca told Daniel, you shut your pie hole, you do not raise your voice to me, I'm going to say she won. She won that one right then and in a jiffy. She won. So we're at 1-0 non-cons. Joey and Kim. Well, we didn't see much of Joey. And Kim's over the one worrying, huffing and puffing that she's married and Joey doesn't know it and blah, blah, blah. And she doesn't want to answer the email because she doesn't want to know the DNA results. So I'm going to say Kim is losing. So right now we're 1-1 tie. Teeny and Rob. Teeny's losing because Rob done told her, you get a job. Okay, none of this cushy living anymore. You got to go hustle. So now we're at 2-1 cons. Now we have Louie and Melissa. Melissa should be winning, but you know what? She's bitching again, but she gets the ring that she wants. So right now we're at 2-2, and we're at a tie. Britt and Key Rock. Um, well, I don't even know if anybody's winning or losing. Key Rock won. You know what? Key Rock won because he could go to Texas. So I'm going to give that point to the cons. So we're at 3-2 cons. And last but not least, we have Justine and Mike. Ugh, who is winning? This is a tough one. Is Justine winning because she got Mike upset because she told him she don't trust him. She'll make a couple of babies by him, but she not letting him raise them in case she kicks the bucket. Um, I'm going to say Justine is winning over Mike. That's a low bar. It's a really low bar. And once again, well, we have a tie. We do not have a clear winner like we did last week. We have a tie with the non-cons and the cons, my loves. So there you have it. Drop a line below. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. Hit the like button. Always hit that like button because you're not going to get this commentary anywhere else, as well as the notification bells. In the meantime, in the